Hi everyone, I'm just going to demonstrate really quickly today how to use digital alphas off of some of these digital collections that you may be downloading. I download from Echo Park, especially on days like today. Today is $1 Wednesday. They'll have digital papers and digital elements for $1 to $1.50, or you can get like a pack plus the elements and it'll be $2.50 total. But this is a collection I had downloaded several months ago. It's called Echo Park, This and That Graceful. And in that they have some alphas. Now, say you want to make a word and it has duplicate letters. I'm sure you don't want to have to print out all 26 letters of the alphabet every single time. So I'm going to show you quickly how to divide up those letters when they are just one chunky element, just like this. So first thing you'll do is import that into your project by double clicking on it, and you'll see it is all just one big element right here. But we can work with that very easily. The tool we're going to use is just the simple rectangle tool. So click on Draw a Rectangle. The word I'm going to make today is Ranch 99. That's the name of the supermarket I took my kids to that day. So what I'm going to do is draw a square, first around R for ranch. The next letter is A. Then there was an N, a C, and an H. And it is Ranch 99, so I'll go ahead and crop out the 9 as well. So after you select all the letters that you'll need to be using in your word, again go back and click on the arrow. Highlight, oops, sorry about that, without moving. Highlight all of your elements all together. So you'll want to make sure all your little rectangles are selected by having that gray square around it, as well as the large rectangle encompassing the entire element. You'll know everything is selected when you see all these little bitty gray boxes around those regions, as well as this dimension section shows. Now we'll go up here to the right where it says Open the Modify window. Click on that and click on Crop. Now you'll see it saved all those little letters that you wanted to use, and they are now individual elements. So let's say I go ahead and I'm trying to save paper up here, so I'm going to line up all of these up here to actually spell out my word, and I can make sure I have the right word that I'm going to use. Now again, I needed 2 of these number 9s. Now that it's already cropped out, this is the easiest way to go ahead and click on the number 9, right click with your mouse, copy, select another section, make sure everything's unselected, right click, paste. And there you go. So now I have all the letters that I need from that element. Now sometimes when you're working on this paper, it's hard to tell how that size is going to be on your project. So I'll go back to my library over here and click on My Own Designs. And in there, I have saved some Project Life cards that I made. These again are available for free download off of my blog, so feel free to visit there if you need them. So I click on that, and when I drag the card around, you can see I'm going to have plenty of space for Ranch 99. I'm going to cut those out individually, and then I will still have plenty of space to move them around and stack them however I want on that card. I don't want to print it directly onto a card because I already have the scrapbook paper and it's already in the sleeve of my Project Life. So I don't need to print a background paper for this journaling card. I just want these letters, and I like that little bit of added texture by cutting those out individually. So let me show you one other trick that you may want to use when you're working with such small cutout files. You know, every now and then your silhouette blade may get slightly off, not enough to be horrendous or anything, but just enough to show some white edging from time to time around your object, and you may not want that. I do not want that white edging to show when I'm ready to use this on my project. So let me show you a couple of steps that I do to avoid that white. I create what's called a bleed area. The first thing I need to do though is make sure that all of these are going to be a cut file. If we click on these scissors, open the cut style window, you'll see these are faint. They do not have a red line around them. In fact, now I see something else I need to edit right here too. But you see, they don't have a red line around them. We need those to have that red line. So we're going to go up here and say open the trace window, select trace area, and let's go ahead and select those. High pass filter off, threshold all the way up, trace outer edge. Click on that. Now if I click on these scissors again, you'll see I have individual little cutouts, and those are going to be perfect. Let me edit this while I'm here before I forget about it. If you have an element inside of an element and you don't want it to be cut, the simplest thing is to select that rectangle all by itself. You'll see the dimensions are showing, and then click on open the cut style window, and right now you can see that element is set to cut. I'm going to click no cut, and now you'll see that red line is gone. So if I click over here, you'll see I no longer have a red line down there. So this entire image will print, and it will only cut out that banner shape now. So that one's all set. Now let's go back to working on our bleed area here. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle surrounding that whole area, making sure it overlaps the entire area. So I'm drawing that rectangle. Then I'm going to click on the arrow. First thing I'm going to do is click on this again, make sure the dimensions are showing. Oops, sorry about that. Right click, send to back. So now that sent the element all the way to the back. Now we'll click on open the fill color window. And I want the color of this rectangle to match the color right in here. So I'm going to use my eyedropper tool, and I'm going to click on that color right there. Now, if I click on the scissors again, you'll see it's going to cut out all these individual squares. But now we have a bleed zone, and you can choose to cut the bleed zone out or leave it as is. I'm probably not going to cut that, so let me just select it real quick and say no cut. So now the only thing it's going to cut out are my actual letters there, and there won't be any excess white because I made that extra bleed zone there. So that's how you get your elements to cut out perfectly, especially when they're this tiny, so you don't end up with too much excess white on the edges. I hope this tutorial helped you guys out today. Have fun crafting. Thanks for watching.